All right, and welcome back to another exciting episode of Weekly Entertainment. As you all know, I wasn't here last week because I had a previous engagement. And I'd like to give a huge thanks to Ian Smith, the super producer, and he put together just a hilarious, funny, heartwarming best of Weekly Entertainment show last week. And I had a chance to see it right before we went on the air today, and it was just wonderful. I can't thank him enough, but that was just awesome. And of course, with the summer season winding down, we may have a couple huge announcements to make for the upcoming fall season of Weekly Entertainment, so you want to stay tuned for that. And any big announcements we make will be made on the website, so stay tuned, and you never know what's going to happen for the fall season. We may have a huge announcement. It's going to be big, ladies and gentlemen. Well, in the news this week, let's see. This is a true story. This comes out of Charleston, South Carolina. I guess a young couple was caught in a Home Depot kind of doing the do, and apparently one of the workers was notified and she called the cops and they were arrested. The guy was arrested for indecent exposure because when they opened the gardening shed at the Home Depot, apparently his pants were around his ankles and you know what was going on. Well, I can make a million jokes here about stuff like that. But what's most shocking to me, not the fact that a couple was doing it in a Home Depot, but the most shocking thing to me is the fact that there was actually a Home Depot employee around to see this, because, you can never find one when you need one there. But, haven't we all wanted to, actually have the guts to go out and do something like this? I mean, sure, I've been caught in the backseat of my car by the cops in the middle of the park, at 2 o'clock in the morning with with some chick. And I think it happens to all of us. But if you'd like, we want to know the craziest place you've ever done the do. So send us an email, care of the website, and we're going to do that in a future show. Well, hey, speaking about shows, I have something huge coming up. Everyone knows I'm a musician, and I make my own guitars and all that crazy stuff. Well, come see my band play live. That's right, you'll be able to see me playing the guitar live at the Point Bar in Newport, Michigan. So look that up. We're going to put details up on the website, and come on down, and we're going to have lots of cool swag. I'm going to have T-shirts and all that good stuff, and you get to see me perform for, how many people can say that? You've seen me perform all night. Well, we have a great show for you tonight. We have some celebrity news. There's lots of celebrity gossip in the news. Everything's just exploding. And what else? We have some science, tech news, and who doesn't love baby animals? And plus, at the end of the show, we have a very special, exclusive musical guest. For those of you who are my age, you'll know who this band is once you hear them start playing. Well, sit back and relax, and we'll be back for more Madcap Mayhem.
Hi, I'm Carol Teagarden, and I'm the author of the book Strawberry, How an Exotic Dancer Toppled Detroit's Hip Hop Mayor. If you're interested in the book, which I think is a pretty good read, you can find it at Barnes & Noble in Troy, and I think at other Barnes & Nobles you can order it, and also on Amazon.com. I'm trying to turn it into an ebook, and I'll get the word on that. I'll tell Rudy when I can turn it into an ebook. And so it's a story about Kwame Kilpatrick and his interaction or possible interaction with Tamara Strawberry Green at the Manoogian Mansion, the alleged Manoogian Mansion bachelor party that happened supposedly in 2002. And then it covers Strawberry's subsequent death, which happened about 6 months later. And of course, a lot of people say the party didn't happen. I feel it did, and that's what I wrote about. And I wrote about Tamara Green, actually. It's really a book about her and her life, and a little bit about Kwame, not as much as probably some people think, but it's mostly about her and her life story, and actually about both of them and how their lust for money and power, and it did them in. That's it.
All right, and welcome back to another exciting episode of Weekly Entertainment. Well, we're just going to jump right into it. Hey, first off, if anyone wants a Xander t-shirt, we have these available. Check this out. Look at that. If you want one, send us an email, care of the website, and we'll get that right to you. That's right, and you can wear Xander all over the place and help promote alien awareness, because he loves that, and he's going to be on later in the show, but we'll get to that. Now we have some celebrity gossip, and we know that's why you tune into the show, because there isn't a million other outlets for celebrity gossip. Well, where do we even begin this week? I think I should say, because there's just so much happening. Well, first off, I guess Batman has been cast for the next Batman movie. Well, it's not actually the next Batman movie; it's the next Superman movie, which will feature Superman versus Batman. And of course, the internet community has been set on fire because none other than Ben Affleck has been cast as Bruce Wayne / Batman. You know, I don't really have a problem with this. I mean, you have the geeks getting their geek panties in a bunch and writing letters of resignations to all these different websites and boycotts and whatnot. But you know, I actually like Ben Affleck. I think he was great in Argo. I think Argo was one of the best movies of last. Won an Academy Award for God's sake. So he's a solid actor. And sure, he's had a couple flops like Geely and Jersey Girl was abysmal. But otherwise, I think he can pull it off. As a matter of fact, if you remember, if you go back to the very first Batman movie, the Tim Burton directed Batman, the fans were going crazy over Michael Keaton. They didn't think he was suitable for the role of Bruce Wayne. And so there was very similar outrage, although we didn't really have the internet as we know it today back then, but you still had the nerd outrages. So, hey, I say settle down. It's going to be a great movie. And, I personally can't wait for that one. Moving right along for news that we don't really care about. 50 Shades of Grey, the 50 Shades of Grey movie. As everyone knows, it's called Soccer Mom Porn, and apparently the lovely Dakota Johnson, who is Don Johnson's daughter, I didn't know that. Melanie Griffith and Don Johnson's, I guess they had a daughter, and this is her. She's going to be in the movie, and Charlie Hunnam will be Christian Grey. I didn't read these books, so I don't know what the heck they're talking about, nor do I care. We'll let the soccer moms drool over that one. Okay. Oh, here we go. Metallica. Everyone knows Metallica, the great heavy metal rock band. They have a 3D movie coming out, so they're following in the footsteps of Katy Perry, Justin Bieber, and One Direction. And they're going to have their own coming out September 24th. It's called Through the Never, and you can even listen to a new rendition of Master of Puppets coming from a band that hasn't done anything good since 1984. Apparently they're more washed up. Okay, here we go. Kobe Bryant's wife bought him a car in 2006, and now he's selling it for something like $100,000 or some other crap nobody cares about. He's auctioning it off on eBay. Hey, if anyone wants to buy my car, I got a celebrity car. You can buy my car. It's a beat-up old 95 Chevy S10 pickup. I'm going to auction that for $100,000. More news we don't care about. But what everyone does care about, I'm going to break this down for you real quick, is the MTV Music Awards. Something always seems to go wild there, like Britney Spears making out with Madonna and other horrible things other atrocities to humankind that we've seen. Well, a new one has happened. This one involves Miley Cyrus. Can we show the news photo of Miley Cyrus? There we go. Disgusting. Excuse me while I throw up. Okay, I caught it. And what's that? Oh, we have a phone call coming in. I believe we have a celebrity calling in about this. Hello, who do we have on the line? Do we have Mr. John Travolta?
And I just want to say, I think Miley Cyrus's behavior was just disgraceful. That's right. I mean, what happened to the real dancers that we used to have back in the day? Just like me in Grease. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we danced in the whole movie. We did the hand job and the grease lightning, go grease lightning, go grease lightning. And we created a whole new scene with our music, man. And what's this Miley Cyrus doing twerking on the stage with some guy who looks like Beetlejuice? I just don't understand the youth of today. Thank you very much.
John Travolta, ladies and gentlemen. All right. We'll be back with more science news. Thank you for watching. Welcome back to Weekly Entertainment. Okay, we're going to bring things down a little bit here. And I'd like to just make a quick warning. If you have small children who frighten easily, I suggest get them out of the room now, because what we're going to be talking about could be a little extreme for them, and it could be a little scary and cause nightmares, and I don't want any lawsuits or angry emails or phone calls or whatnot. All right? I'll give you 30 seconds to get the kids out of the room. But afterwards, you can bring them right back in, because we're going to have baby animals on the show later. All right, I think that's enough time to get the kids locked up in their bedrooms, because now it's time for a brand new episode of Tales of the Unexpected. This comes from NASA, apparently. And again, you have to take all these reports with a grain of salt. And, when we do topics like this on the show, it's always a good idea not to take everything at face value. Always ask questions for yourself. And we always say it is for you to decide. Well, apparently Dr. Stephen Greer has found a 26-mile wide in diameter UFO in the solar system. It appeared on NASA's radars. And there was actually a press conference. You can find this online. And Dr. Stephen Greer is actually testifying about this craft that was spotted. It could be anything, really. It could be an asteroid, but apparently it is a metallic object, and it's sitting outside of the solar system, and it's 26 miles long, so that we're talking about a huge, huge ship, something like out of Independence Day, even. I believe those ships were about 15 miles in diameter. Well, nobody quite knows what it is, and of course we have no way to really investigate it except look at it with telescopes and radar. And we hope to find more about this thing in the future. But we always love to bring you stories on UFOs and the paranormal. And apparently we received a call today, and we have somebody waiting on the phone. It's a restricted number. It's blocked. We can't find out who it is, and this person wants to remain anonymous. But they claim to be an insider into these kind of things, the whole UFO phenomenon. And the man goes by the name John Doe, and apparently he works for the U.S. government in some fashion. We're gonna talk to him right now. We don't usually bring on guests who are kind of mysterious like that because it could lead to trouble. But I thought this one seemed very interesting and compelling, so without any further ado, let's welcome Mr. John Doe. Are you there, sir?
Hello, this is John Doe. Yes, I work in Area 51, Grooms Lake, Nevada. I have seen many and worked on many black projects.
Really?
Including the SR-71 Blackbird, the stealth fighter, and the stealth bomber. And I also worked on alien craft from another world. That is correct. I'm an Air Force lieutenant. I've been with the program since the early 70s, the time of Project Blue Book. And yes, there is a 26-mile-long alien spacecraft that we have detected on our radars in our solar system. We do not know its intentions as of yet, but we do know that we are now developing weapons to fight the alien menace that may be approaching. This craft, we have observed, has smaller craft that are coming and going from the mother ship, as we are calling it.
Fascinating.
We have had contact with some of the alien beings aboard it, and they claim they are from an intergalactic federation.
What?
It is a federation of peaceful... Yes. A federation of peace-loving beings. It is a collective of beings from among the solar systems.
Speechless.
The smaller craft we have observed are of the same type that we have recovered in Roswell in 1947 from the Mac Brazel Ranch.
Right.
There was an exchange of technology in the desert. We have allowed them to abduct U.S. citizens in exchange for their technology, which is why we have been the number one leader in technological advances in the world today.
Chilling.
It is a pretty fair trade, and it has worked very well as of yet. We think they have come to collect on a debt that we owe them.
A debt.
Do we have the technology to fight them if it comes down to it? That remains to be seen. But I just want to alert the American people that the aliens are out there. Thank you, and good night.
Wow. Compelling interview, ladies and gentlemen. I usually don't get freaked out over things, but that was freaky. Oh my god, I've got goosebumps. That was scary stuff, and we've talked about ghosts and UFOs, and we've had footage, but nothing has freaked me out like that interview that you've just heard. Incredible stuff, if it's real. Well, oh, wait, what's that? I'm hearing in my earpiece. We have a phone call. Hello?
Hello, everyone. This is George W. Bush. Does anybody miss me yet? Well, I just want to address this problem of the 26-mile-wide UFO in the solar system that you were just talking about.
Right, you've heard him?
I think the United States should bomb them because the aliens, they have weapons of mass destruction. That's right.
They do?
Weapons of mass destruction. Just like Saddam Hussein and Barack Obama. No, not Barack Obama. The other Obama, Osama Obama. He had weapons of mass destruction. That's right. And I think we need to send our planes over to the UFO in space right now. What's that, Rudolph?
Planes can't fly in space.
Well, I know our planes. They're pasteurized, aren't they? I mean, they're pressurized and they got oxygen and rockets, just like a rocket ship, just like I'm a rocket man, burning up here alone, just like that. And we can fly them into space and attack the aliens because they got weapons of mass destruction. Isn't that right, Rudolph?
I feel so much safer now.
Well, I don't know all the technicalities of that, but I just want to say we need to go over there and attack them right now before we have to attack them here. This is George W. Bush.
Okay. I think George W. Bush is back on the sauce, ladies and gentlemen. All right. As we recover from the... Here's some baby animals from the state fair.
Stuff you can do in your own backyard.
Anyway, 320 pounds of butter on that cow and calf. The cows
And welcome back. I'd just like to thank everyone at the Michigan State Fair for such a wonderful time. They're really gracious, and you just got so much bang for your buck, and we can't thank them enough for bringing the Michigan State Fair back to the Motor City. It was such a great time. Bring the kids next year. I can't recommend it enough. Well, this is the last show of the summer, and we're going to close out this season 3 of Weekly Entertainment with a great musical guest. This was at the Trenton Uncle Sam Jam. So without any further ado, let's check out Candlebox.
Say you love me, say, but you left it out.
What's that? We have somebody else calling in. Hello? Mr.
Hello, everyone. This is George W. Bush. Does anybody
hello,
miss
Mr.
me
Bush.
yet? Well, I just want to address this problem of the 26-mile-wide UFO in the solar system that you were just talking about.
Yeah, did you hear him?
I think the United States should bomb.
Hi, this is George.
Hello, everyone. This is George W. Bush. Does anybody miss